Hey there YouTube, France Hopper here. It is Thursday, April 27th, and we have a bit of a bittersweet video today. Because today, for the last time, we have this month's Maido in a box. Let's see what we have for the last one. Alright, so yes, that's right. This is the last monthly Maido in a box. Unfortunately, Maido has decided to discontinue these on a monthly schedule. They have said that this is not the end, though, so this isn't the very, very last box. They're going to still do some kind of one-offs and, still themed boxes occasionally, but this is it. This, after almost 3.5 years, I think, is the last monthly box. And it is called Capturing Memories. So let's see what we have. So, of course, scanned in with link in the description, or you can scan that QR code on the screen. But, yeah, this is the end. And it is very, very film themed. And yes, that is actually a disposable camera apparently in here. And here it is, the very sad notice that was at the bottom of the email announcing this box. This is it. This is the last monthly box. I am actually quite sad to see these go. I'm not terribly surprised though, because we have had some overlap recently in themes from previous years, but this has been a really good run. There's been a lot of really awesome stuff in these boxes. I've never had a chance to use everything. there's a lot of stuff that didn't get used, but there's been some really good products that I have put to use and that I've bought more of because they've been so good. So here are our extras for the month one last time. Our standard items. And our deluxe. And I think the rest of this is just all packaging pretty much. Yep. Got a little bit of pink packing there. Yep. Has it sunk in yet that this is it? So here is our last ink of the month. From Pilot and their Iroshizuku line, we have Shinroku, which is a very nice, pretty neutral green color, I would say there. Of course, we have the Build Your Own pen. Would have been funny if there was a mild liner to finally close things out with, but oh well. We have this little keychain book thing, which I think probably would fit like, passport size photos. And then we have two little Polaroids here. And these are actual Polaroids too. This is actually film. It's somewhere in California, I believe. I'm not sure exactly what city it is, but I would guess it's either Los Angeles or possibly Santa Monica, because I do believe those are the two main cities for Maido. I don't think Los Angeles has a beach, but I've never been to LA other than to hop through the airport. But yeah, that skyline kind of looks like it might be LA. But yeah, not sure what city that is. I don't think it's New York, because New York's beaches don't look that good. But yeah, those are our last of the extra goodies. So there would be your answer. It is Los Angeles. Today I learned LA does actually have beaches. Anyway, let's take a look at what we have in the standard kit. First up, yeah, this is a real disposable camera. It's actually kind of cool to see these kind of making a comeback. This is a Harman. It is black and white. It uses real film, Super 400 black and white film, Ilford XP2. Yeah, remember the days when you didn't just have a phone in your pocket to take a photo? You had these. I think that's probably 27 photos that I can take. God, I haven't seen one of these in a very long time, but yeah, your ISO and everything is fixed there, and because it is real film, it does expire in March of 2025. I don't know that I'll ever use it. I might just, hang on for the nostalgia purposes, but thankfully here in Portland, we actually have quite a few, like, proper camera shops and photo labs for, like, developing film like that. Speaking of old film rolls from Sohm Studio, we have 35mm film canister sticker set. These had a little sleeve on them that I already took off because I wanted to kind of flip through these, and yeah, these are cool. These are very reminiscent of, what you used to actually have on film canisters in the design. Like this feels a lot like an old Kodak one. Oh, there you go. Yeah, those are very, very cool. So those are all stickers. Again, very reminiscent of old actual film. From Denick, we have a Super Tape Pocket Notebook, and that's definitely a very 80s color scheme. It's the kind of color scheme that you'll see for just a little bit longer here in Portland on the Type 1, because TriMet's getting ready to actually bring up the Type 6s and start replacing those. But yeah, this is reminiscent of an old video cassette tape. From Kumpel, we have a German word that I cannot pronounce, but it is a magnet. It's interesting that it's in German when this is all Japanese, but this is like what you used to get on a bus or a ferry in Japan. You kind of can still get a ticket that's somewhat close to this if you do like a platform-only ticket on JR, but yeah, very, very cool. No idea what that QR code goes to, so scan at your own risk. And lastly, because of course we need some stickers, or tape rather, from BGM. This is in the design of an old, film roll. So those are our very last standard items. And now for our very last deluxe items, we have sonography paper from Noted. This is neat. This is 6 sheets of paper where basically what you do is you put them over whatever you want to take a photo of, and you leave it out in the sun for a while, and it will essentially take a picture. So that is very cool, kind of analog film taking there. From King Jim, we have the Kita Basic Map stickers. You got 7 sheets of 4 different designs there that are, like a map sort of deal. They're just basically cool little sticky notes. And then lastly, from Sohm Studio, you get a random design. You'd think it's a film canister, but it's not. God, I hope I'm not the only one that remembers actual film canisters, and this is actually a really cool touch. That does turn. But yeah, it's a stamp that says, keep this record, which is kind of like what you sometimes would use on old film negatives to say, which ones to keep. And then, speaking of film negatives, also from Sohm Studio, we have a 35mm film processing memo pad, and way back in the day, you'd kind of fill these out when you dropped off a roll of film. So it looks like there's 2 different designs here. do not mail. Oh no. There's a reason behind everything, but yeah, this is what you used to stick if you were doing a sort of quick drop deal of film. So there you have it. That is everything in the very last monthly Maido in a box. And what a way to go out with some old classic film bits and bobs here, which is kind of a shame because analog film, kind of like analog stationery, I'd argue, is making a comeback. You know, at least it is here in Portland, and I'm pretty sure in other places of the world it is as well. But there's one last look at everything in the box. So there you have it. That is volume 34 of Maido in a Box, Capturing Memories, and what an incredible, you know, almost 3.5 years that this series has been. I am sad, you know, actually to see these being discontinued. It has been really, really cool over the last several years seeing what new things Maido could come up with in every box. You know, again, didn't use everything that was in all of the boxes, but for the most part, there was at least one thing in every box that I did ultimately end up using. And it was a great way to discover new stationery. You know, I think I'm quite lucky to be living here in Portland, fairly close to downtown, where we do have several great stationery shops, like an actual Kinokuniya location, but we've also got like Oblation Papers, Paper Source, and, you know, several other places. And not everybody has that. And I do think that these boxes, if you didn't have a, you know, Kinokuniya or a Maido or really any stationery store near you, that these probably were a pretty good way to discover some great products, you know, both from Japan and Germany, just all over the world. And it's too bad to see that that's now gone. So, that being said, as far as the future of the channel is concerned, if Maido does, you know, release any one of those one-off sort of themed boxes, it's something I'll certainly be taking a look at and, you know, we'll potentially get and do an unboxing of course, if it comes to that. But I will be trying to still do at least one upload a month, you know, now that we don't have a very easy unboxing to do every month. I don't know what that content necessarily will be. For those of you like me who like public transport, you're probably going to be seeing a lot more public transport content on here in the coming months, because we do have some very exciting stuff happening there. Portland Streetcar has been testing car 31, which is the first new car from Brookville. Trimet's been testing the Type 6 Max from Siemens, which is also a very cool train. So there's a bit of some new stuff there. I've got a couple of videos still from Seattle that haven't gone up yet that will probably go up soon, mainly a hotel room tour, and then to finally check off the last bit of Seattle public transport that I never took, a short video on the Seattle monorail. So again, thank you for all of your support and your interest in this series as it's been going for, yeah, you know, almost 3.5 years. Thanks for all the comments that you've left over the years. You know, what was your favorite box? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, if I do discover any other new cool stationery just from browsing at the stationery stores here in Portland, you know, I might share a little bit of it. But thank you again one last time, and I do hope that you enjoyed that last monthly Maido in a Box. Thank you, Maido, for an amazing run.